Acidity in wine makes it refreshing, alive, and delicious. Without acidity, wine would taste flat and lifeless. In this lesson, we are going to learn where acid comes from and how it affects a wine's flavor. Acid is any chemical substance that, when dissolved in a liquid, has a sour or tart taste. When you bite into a lemon, it is the acids present in the juice that are giving it that characteristic sour taste. Can you remember where our tongues are more sensitive to acidity? Exactly, on the sides. Well done. Acidity in any drink is just as important as sugar in making sure it's delicious. Too much acidity will make it unpleasantly tart or sour, but just the right amount makes it refreshing and delicious. Why don't you try this for yourself? Pour 2 tablespoons of sugar into a glass of hot water and stir until the sugar has dissolved. Taste that water. You will feel the texture of the water is more syrupy, and the sweetness sticks to your palate. Now start adding a little bit of lemon juice at a time, and taste the mixture as you go. Lemon juice has lots of acid, and as the acidity in your sugar water increases, it will become more balanced, so that it becomes not only sweet, but refreshing too. If you add too much lemon juice, the mixture becomes too sour and tart. The balance has to be just right. The best wines use only the sugar and acid available in the grapes. So to make balanced wines, you need balanced grapes. The sweeter a wine is, the more acidity it needs. Acidity in wine cuts through the sweetness, cleaning and refreshing the drinker's palate, getting it ready for another sip. There are many different types of acids, but the major one in grapes is called tartaric acid. It is responsible for the sour or tart taste present in the wine. This is yet another reason that grapes are so special. Grapes are one of the only fruits that have high concentrations of tartaric acid. As grapes ripen in the summer months and photosynthesis is creating the sugar that gets sent to the berries, the sugar increases and the acidity decreases. This is why underripe grapes are very tart and sour, and overripe grapes are sweet, flat, and cloying. We will learn about this later. But the winemaker has to pick the grapes at the right time when the sugar and acid inside the grapes are just at the right amounts. Acids in wine also play another very important role. The world is full of all sorts of bacteria, germs, and other little nasties. This is another of wine's miraculous traits and made it so important to the first wine drinkers. Most bacteria, and all those that are the most harmful to people, cannot survive in a distinctly acidic environment. This means that wine is naturally preserved and kept clean by its acidity, and why all those hundreds of years ago people could drink wine safely without worrying if they were going to get sick. In the last lesson, we learned that sweetness in finished wines is expressed as RS. Can you remember what that stands for? Well done, residual sugar. Acidity in wines is measured in 2 ways. The one is total acidity, or TA. The higher the TA, the higher the acidity. Another way it is measured is by using the pH scale. The higher the pH, the lower the acidity. And the lower the pH, the higher the acidity. So a wine with a pH of 4.0 is less acidic than one with a pH of 3.6. Don't worry if you don't quite understand this now. All you need to know is that TA and pH are terms used for measuring acidity. The naturally balancing acid and sugars in grapes are pretty amazing and allow us to make wine. But the grape has a few more tricks up its sleeves.